right, guys. So today we're going to talk about anthroposophic medicine. The question is, should you visit an anthroposophic doctor if you are sick or not? It's a very simple question. And my answer is no. So you should not. Why? Because anthroposophic medicine is was thought up by Rudolf Steiner, who is not a person I think you should trust, but basically, anthroposophic medicine sounds real serious, right? Really, really serious. It's like those people know what they're doing, right? But I'll tell you what it is, okay? I'll just dumb it down for you, right? Okay. It boils down to this. It just uses homeopathy, okay? Many drugs, as you can see on Wikipedia here, right? Wikipedia sucks, but like this information is accurate. Many drug preparations used in anthroposophic medicine are ultra diluted, similar to those used in homeopathy. So Rudolf Steiner took homeopathy and altered it a little bit, and also blended it with a lot of other stuff. We'll talk about that. They blended it with a lot of other stuff, and then called it anthroposophic medicine. Okay, that's what anthroposophic medicine is. So should you? So this is kind of like similar questions that we've been asking in previous videos. Is like, should you use forms of homeopathy? Should you use the original form of homeopathy, or should you use some kind of reformed, modernized version of homeopathy? Which one is more ideal? And obviously, I've said this a million times, but homeopathy started out as a hard science, okay, a mathematical science, and the founders intended it to develop as a mathematical science. And it's a wonderful, empirical, research-based form of medicine, okay? And of course, that is what you should be using. And none of the modern stuff, I consider, anthroposophic medicine even that to be a modern spin on homeopathy. Even though Rudolf Steiner lived in the early 20th century, late 19th century. But he was already like an early proponent of New Age. He's like the OG New Age guru, right? I think it's like safe to say that he started the whole New Age gibberish movement. So he's like the OG. So what did he do? He took homeopathy and blended it with like New Age esoteric bullshit, like karma, right? Psychoanalysis, energetic things. Yeah, homeopathy is energetic, but we don't send shamanic energies to our patients, okay? Karmic destiny, and psychotherapy, stuff like that, and also a major dose of Christianity. Okay, anthroposophic people pray to Jesus, right? And do all kinds of stuff with Jesus. Jesus is mixed into the whole blend here, and I don't know. I don't want to. Right. If you're a Christian, I don't want to offend you in any way, but that's, if you add Jesus into this kind of blend of things, it has nothing to do with the science of homeopathy. It has nothing to do with science, right? Nor the esoteric slop, New Age slop, nor Jesus. Neither of those things have anything to do with anything related to science. Okay. Now, that's true, but we could even go further that in the New Age movement and in the Jesus movement, New Age Jesus movement, like most of the people are grifters. Okay, I'm sorry if you're a Christian. A lot of Christians say, or New Age Christians say, that there used to be a core of pure Christianity. I am very skeptical about that too, but that let's not talk about that. But the reality, let's talk about the reality. Most of the New Age Jesus cults are grifters. Okay, they're cults. They're led by people very smart but evil people. Okay. So that's what anthroposophic medicine is. I'm sorry, it sounds really serious. And Rudolf Steiner invented like the Waldorf schools, alternative schools, which are kind of have a kind of basis in reality, and kind of have a good foundation. Is like, don't pressure children too much. Don't like, let's try to move away from like the horrible, strict, conservative way of teaching children, and that's fine. Okay, I might even say that that's that you should go to a Waldorf school. I'm not too familiar with it, but definitely don't do anthroposophic medicine if you are sick. Okay, stick to homeopathy. Well, of course, I mean, you have the right, if you want to like, you're sick and you want to get better and you want to visit a cult leader and a New Age Jesus guru master. Okay, you have the right to do that. Again, I'm making this video because anthroposophic medicine contains homeopathy, right? And they just took it, integrated it into their slop, and they're selling it as something new. But yeah, because they needed, a form of therapy, right? They didn't have. They made all this backstory to it, right? Made it up. Like Rudolf Steiner made up all this nonsense backstory about Jesus energies and all that. And they needed a therapeutic tool. They couldn't actually do anything to patients apart from giving them energies like bioenergetics and whatever. And Rudolf Steiner needed something to actually do with patients, something that might actually work. Even if you use homeopathy incorrectly, sometimes it does things, it has some effects. And so that's why he integrated homeopathy into it. Yeah, so that's why I'm talking about this. But it's going to be a much, much, much better choice if you just visit a proper scientific homeopath. Okay, that's all I have for today. Thank you very much for listening.